You're tuned into the Magnet Radio Hour here from the Allied Media Conference 2016 in Detroit, Michigan. We are live streaming at 96.7 WNUC, low power FM here in Detroit, and want to shout out our good friends at Philly Cam for helping to collect this material and put it together. We're going to be online soon. I'm Brian Dolliner from the Urbana-Champaign Independent Media Center. We are based in Central Illinois, community center, media, arts, radio, media outfit. And we are here joined today with Ross Kirschenbaum from Seattle, Washington, all the way from Seattle. He's with the Community Alliance for Global Justice. Welcome, Ross. How you doing?
Good to be here.
Have you been to the Allied Media Conference before?
No, it's my first time.
First time.
Yeah.
You've been to Detroit before?
No, first time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. I think some of the best graffiti in the whole country here in Detroit. If anybody comes through Detroit, make sure you get out and about in the city. It's a beautiful place, despite what they say. So we're happy to have you here, Ross, in Detroit at the Allied Media Conference. Tell us about what you all are doing in Seattle.
Well, right now, our organization works to really connect local issues to global systems of oppression. And so we really organize through the lens of food sovereignty, which is a term that was put forth by La Via Campesina, which is a movement of peasant farmers in Central and South America. And they came together after seeing the impacts of NAFTA and other large trade agreements that completely devastated local agriculture, and started organizing and came up with these principles of food sovereignty, which really address dispossession of food by corporate interests, and really started organizing around how the community can take back control of their food system, all the way from producing it to making sure that people have access to healthy food and are a part of the process. So our work is working with different organizations working towards food justice within Seattle, as well as we take on issues like the Trans-Pacific Partnership and talk to other organizations about how their work is related to these like global trade agreements that really, like, a lot of organizations are really focused on really hyper-local issues because those are directly impacting people right now, and they're really experts in that. But we really try to bring a global analysis to and kind of create education and like an avenue for people to see how these like local systems are also replicated at a much larger global scale.
Right, this is the magnet approach of collecting the local to the global. And of course, Seattle being the home to the WTO struggles, so you all have a long history of fighting this fight. And
we grew out of the WTO protests in '99, so that's what our organization is grounded in.
Right, the battle in Seattle, the fight against the WTO in 1999, December 1999, and right at the edge of the new millennium. A huge struggle, 10,000 plus people in Seattle for major street demonstrations, which were responded to with great measure of repression by the state. And such a historic event there. The Urbana-Champaign Independent Media Center was also related to the same protests. We had folks that we sent to Seattle to participate in the movement and help found the first independent media center in Seattle during the WTO, which then those took off worldwide. Yeah. And our independent media center is still going, and a testament to the really transformative moment in Seattle there in 1999 that gave birth to all kinds of new things.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Yeah. So tell me what you learned here in Detroit and what you're going to take back home with you.
Yeah, well, I've just been learning so much. It's hard to even explain, but just the people that I've gotten to meet here are incredible. The workshops are very hands-on and really centered around people of color and queer and trans people of color, which I think is just like really incredible and amazing and and yeah, and there's this kind of like feeling and this energy here that that's really unlike any other conference that I've ever been to, and so yeah, I'm just so much has been going through my mind, and I'm really excited to just like bring it all together and report back to folks in Seattle.
Cool. And food's such an important part. You know, we all gotta eat. You know.
Yes, I'm actually about to head out on the food lab tour of Detroit, so I actually have to head out, but I'm really excited to go to that too. And
thanks for dropping in, Ross.
Yeah, thank you.
Ross from Seattle, the Community Alliance for Global Justice. How can we find out more about your work in Seattle?
Yeah, go to cagj.org and you can find out. We're doing so much work, it's kind of overwhelming. We only have one paid staff person, and who's not even full-time, and the rest is volunteer run. So yeah, we're always doing so much, and yeah, check out cagj.org. And
volunteer-driven Magnet. This is how we work from the grassroots up. You're turning to the Magnet Radio Hour. Thank you, Ross.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
You too.